Hey there and welcome to Dark Blue Nutrition. Today I'm going to talk about the 5 reasons why you're always hungry. I hear this a lot from clients and it leads me to believe that there's just this huge misconception that we have no willpower, we're all just addicted to carbs and sugar, and we just have no control over our hunger levels. And as a registered dietitian, I think there's a huge reason for that. In fact, 5 primary reasons for that. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Katie. I'm a dietitian and personal trainer, and I love talking about all things nutrition, fitness, mindful eating, and we even do some workout videos on the channel. So if that's something that interests you, then definitely join the community and stay in the loop by hitting the subscribe button below. The first reason why you're hungry all the time is that you're not eating enough calories. This is probably the #1 culprit, and that is why it is in the #1 spot. So many clients think that the only way to lose weight or be healthy or any of those things is to only eat 1,200 calories. And while 1,200 calories is enough for a toddler, it's actually not even close to the amount that's enough for a grown human being, let alone someone who is active and fit, someone who is working out and staying active all day long. The problem with eating too little calories, among many things like nutrition deficiencies and just not having enough energy, is that you're actually slowing down your metabolism long term. You're also really revving up your hunger cues and feeling like you're kind of going crazy because your body is constantly craving food. And the reason for that is your body is trying to protect you. Your body is so smart, and the reason that we crave foods is to combat the potential of starvation. So next time you feel a hunger cue, don't try to suppress it. Don't try to push it to the side. Listen to your body and think, what am I craving? Am I craving something that is high in carbs? That might mean that I need more energy. Am I craving something higher in fat? That might mean that I'm not getting enough balance in my day. Think about what ways you can make your meals more balanced and how you can spread out your meals throughout the day and eat more calories to really find that sweet spot that fuels your body. The next reason that you're always hungry is that you're not getting enough protein. So in the first example about not getting enough calories, I mentioned something about balance. And protein is really vital because protein helps satisfy our hunger and keep us satiated long term for a couple hours versus more like an hour if you just had a snack that didn't have any protein or anything like that in it. What I like to do is make sure that I always have some form of protein, whether it's plant-based proteins or meats and poultry or fish in my meals, and then in between meals I have something that also has protein. So that can be a protein shake, that can be peanut butter crackers, a cheese stick with veggies, something like that where I'm getting a mix of carbs and proteins to really balance out my hunger cues and keep me fuller for longer. Another reason you're hungry all the time is that you're not getting enough fiber. A large percentage of the US population is very low in fiber, and fiber has so many benefits, but one of them is that fiber keeps you also fuller longer. It's kind of a gelatinous substance that we process in our bodies, and it absorbs a lot of water. So having more fiber helps you balance out those blood sugar levels and also helps you to feel fuller for a longer time, just like protein does, but just in a different kind of mechanism. So examples of foods that have high fiber in them are fruits and vegetables. You can also get them in whole grains, brown rice, quinoa, stuff like that. They are not found in things like your meat-based protein, but if you like plant-based proteins, they're also found in them. So you can find them in like chickpeas, black beans, any legumes or beans that you can find. Just make sure when you are incorporating more fiber in your diet that you're also balancing it out with having more water, because it can cause constipation if you do not. Reason #4 why you're always hungry is that you're not listening to your true cravings. This is one I see really often. Clients love to be super diligent and super motivated towards their health and nutrition goals that they don't cut themselves a break and they don't truly listen to what their body is telling them. They don't eat the Reese's cup when they want the Reese's cup. They resist having the Starbucks latte when they want to have the Starbucks latte. Looking at my latte down below me. They have a craving come up And then instead of thinking, oh, I'm normal and a healthy person still if I have a very small treat, there's kind of this black and white thinking that you can't have any sugary treats or anything that's less than 100% nutritionally balanced, because that would make you unhealthy. And that's just not true. We want to make sure that we are not only listening to our body's energy needs and kind of honoring the balance that every body requires, but we're also listening to our food preferences and our favorite foods and what we love to eat, because that's important to incorporate too. If you don't incorporate that, you're always gonna feel hungry and you're gonna feel like you need to fill that void with some other food. And guess what? You're gonna eat all this other food and it's never gonna truly fill that void. Whereas if you had the one Reese's cup, you might just enjoy it and be mindful while you eat it, and then just move on with your day. So try not to ruminate too much about having foods that are less than 100% nutritionally balanced. It's totally part of a normal, healthy, balanced lifestyle to incorporate all types of foods. All foods can fit into your diet. And reason number 5 why you are always hungry is that you're not drinking enough water. I am so guilty of this one. I'm really bad about drinking water, especially in Colorado at higher elevation. But this is one thing that you just want to be mindful of and be aware of. This doesn't mean that you have to suppress any hunger cues that you feel with water. It just means that if you feel like you've been eating a balanced diet and you're still kind of feeling like you're not quite getting what you need, water is one of the vital nutrients that we need and one of the vital things that our bodies need. So make sure to have around 8 cups a day. It can really vary depending on your height and your weight. So just make sure to go by that. I always use the water app to help me track and motivate me to log my water and drink more water. So I can leave that in the description box below if that's something that would motivate you too. It's been a really helpful free app to just help me to stay consistent with that goal and make sure that I'm not dehydrating myself, because that can also really impact hunger and fullness. So I hope you learned a thing or two from today's video. Let me know in the comments below, are you guilty of any of these 5 things? And what's one thing that you could tweak in your week to honor your hunger and fullness cues and to make sure that being hungry all the time is a thing of the past? I'd love to hear from you, and I appreciate you so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.